I think before I sort of answer your question, because I think while China will be an important player, there is actually something even more significant that's going on in this region, and which I think will be probably the pivot around which the next 20, 25 years, as this region approaches its 100 years of post-colonization, will be the single most pivot around which things will rotate. For a moment, if you ignore this whole discussion on Pakistan and the sort of Pakistan being the outlier, in this region, what is going on in India right now, and people have alluded to, is probably the biggest miracle that is the India's economic growth. That people have alluded to here in these conversations as the fastest growing economy, but its implications for this region haven't really been fully understood. Because what's actually going to happen in the next decade, that is between 2019 and 2030, India will add economic wealth which is greater than what India has added to itself in the last 70 years of its independence. So thereabouts more than $3 trillion of GDP or wealth will come, and India will move from being a poor nation, a country born in sort of scarcity, to prosperity and being a prosperous nation. Now think of this as a bucket with water just overflowing. It's a tsunami of prosperity coming this region's way. And even if India wanted to, India can't confine it to itself. The collateral beneficiaries of this are going to be this region around us. And Pakistan, for some reason, has opted out of this desire, but that's for them to decide. But the rest of the region is actually going to benefit from this.
What are the triggers that you're discussing? What is going to trigger that degree of prosperity?
The sheer wonder, what Einstein called as the eighth wonder of the world, which is the power of compounding. Irrespective of which government in India, and Sybil referred to it in the morning discussion, irrespective of which government in India, India will grow at the minimum at 7%, which means that India, by and large, will triple from $3 trillion to $6 trillion at the least in the next 10 years. Now, once this prosperity comes, with it will come India's ability to create, and all the other factors are for granted. Cultural affinity, this being one region, this has always been the same people, etc. So it is but natural that countries will plug and play, and Bangladesh is one